Sorry. Now we're live.
Whoops, technical difficulties. So what I was saying was, hi everyone, welcome to another Wednesday evening sew and chat, except for it's not really a sew and chat today. I was working on something else and lost track of time, and I can't wait to show that project to you later, but I didn't want to set up something else. So we're just going to be giving away stuff today instead of sewing.
Sorry, I'm just all screwed up over here. It should be fine now.
Everything's good? Oh, Glenda, thank you so much. That was so kind of you. It's kind of weirder today because we're in two different places. So you can see I'm still at our house, but he's in Florida on location and everything. And thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. But if you were on the live last week, you know we're giving away a bunch of bundles of fat quarters today to celebrate my birthday. So there are 8 bundles here. When we give them away, it's just you're going to get a random one that I put in the box and put your address on. So even if I'm holding up a specific one or something, when we say somebody won, that might not be the one you get. It would be really hard to keep track of all of that. So if he was here, he'd be able to keep track of all that. He's much more organized than I am, but it's dependent on me to get them all out right now.
Yeah, so, I do my best.
But I appreciate all of you here joining us because it's right before a holiday. It's a holiday week and all of that. So happy 4th of July to everyone for tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, it is tomorrow. I keep forgetting what day it is just because.
Yeah, because it's all like this has been a weird, crazy week. Do you have the giveaway set up so people can start entering?
Yep.
There we go. So if you would like to enter the giveaway, you can type in a comment here or in the chat, hashtag giveaway. It's weird sitting here seeing all the chat going by because usually I'm sitting over there and sewing. So again, we're going to be giving away 8 different bundles. I tried to like pair them up where the fabric kind of goes together. This one would be perfect because it's kind of a like a 4th of July looking bundle. There are so many pretty fabrics in here. So each bundle has 5 fat quarters.
That one's really pretty. That was probably my favorite one.
I figured it would be when I was bundling them up. And after I got some of these together, because, you know, like I have so many different fabrics, but once I get them all paired together, I'm like, I kind of want to keep this one. Like, I want to keep it and sew something with it, but I will send them out. I promise.
I'm trying to go through the chat. So I see Amy. So welcome, Amy. Welcome, Zaza. I saw them in there, and Joyce as well.
Oh, Diane, I'm sorry that you just had surgery and are uncomfortable. Hopefully, you have fun here on the live. Hopefully, you heal up nicely.
Yeah, surgery sucks.
Here's another one that I really like. This one has bees on it. I love bees. My grandfather was a beekeeper, so I always love fabric with bees. But this one is really, really pretty. It's like a really relaxing bundle.
Mona called me Mr. Fallon. I hope that does not catch on.
Who called you Mr. Fallon?
Mona.
Oh.
Oh, I see Mike in here. I didn't see him earlier.
These are hard to get back in this like packaging.
And you've only gotten through 2 of them so far.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to open them all up and show them all. Somebody said I called dibs on the bees. It was Donnell, because Donnell has
Yeah.
bees as well.
So Don's quilting wife says you and he share the same birthday. So happy birthday, Don.
So here's one. This might be easier. Hopefully you can see it this way still.
Oh, that's the really vibrant one.
Yeah. Oh, Lindsay's sewing. So there's a lot of them, but I think they all kind of go together really well. Vera said her grandfather was a beekeeper as well.
I don't know about letting bees sting you for health, but
Yeah, so a lot of people had felt that way for a while. It was like a trend for a while too. I don't know if it does, but I know like a lot of people say if you have like raw local honey from your area, if you have allergies really bad, if you take some daily, a little bit of it, it's supposed to help with your allergies and everything.
I did not know that.
I always say I eat some and put it in some tea every morning since I like tea anyway.
You should. It can't hurt. I mean, as bad as your allergies have been, it can't hurt.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's not gonna like make it worse, I would imagine. So so my friend made and sent me this shirt for my birthday. It's really cute, but she also sent one for my husband that I want to show. So I thought that was really fun. You got a gift too, even though it's my birthday.
Well, it's only
so when you get back, you can try it on and wear it on the next live, hopefully. But she does a good job making shirts. She made one for me a while ago that had our logo on it. And yeah, so I was really excited to get those. All right, so let's give away one of the packages. Let's start giving some away.
That's fine with me. We will. Okay, so we'll do the first drawing right now. We have 8 drawings, right?
Yep. So this will be the first one, and we'll see who wins the first bundle of fat quarters, 5 fat quarters.
Yep. And Catherine said that my shirt is the MGO blue colors, which is correct. That is absolutely correct.
Yeah, she planned it that way. She planned it that way. I should get paper so I can write down the names. So I'm gonna go. Well, no, I'll wait and see who it is. I don't have your notebook over here.
I know. Sorry, baby. All right, here we go. We will do the first one right now.
Let's see.
There we go. Sorry, I'm just getting into it.
Hi, Zaza and Pat. Let's see. It's so fun seeing all the names go up.
So pause. Carla.
Congratulations, Carla. It's probably your internet connection there, or it's mine here. I don't know.
Hotel internet.
Congratulations, Carla. I'm going to grab the notebook so I can write down. I wasn't planning. Do you still have the name? You do have the name up still.
Yep. I know I saw her earlier in the chat. Oh, oops. Probably shouldn't be doing that.
Okay, so the first is Carla. And in like 5 minutes or so, we'll do the next one because if we do them every 5 minutes, it'll take most of the live time. And so I
Yep,
see
yep,
Carla in the chat. So
yep.
if you'll just send us an email with your info so we can get it sent off to you.
Yep. Sorry, let me do that. That's the email, Carla. Okay, so that's number 1.
Yep. So 8 more to go.
7, baby. Or are we doing something else too?
Oh, sorry, 7 more.
Okay.
I meant we have 8.
Wasn't sure if you found something else.
We are both so tired. We neither of us sleep well when we're away from each other. I'm like, yeah. So we got 1, and let me show another one. I haven't showed them all yet. Connie said her son-in-law is the beekeeper.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, this one, it's kind of funky.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah. This one, it has some really cool prints on it.
Joy T wants to know what you did for your birthday.
Well, so it's just me and my son here. My husband and daughter are in Florida. She's at a soccer camp. So me and him, we went out to lunch together and watched a movie together. It was a lot of fun. It's fun hang out with him.
So Donnell asked, you need to enter again. No, you do not. Once you can enter multiple times, but it's only going to register once. So feel free to enter as many times as you like, but it's only going to count once. And if you win once, it should not let you win again. So hopefully that is accurate. We'll see what happens. And if you do win again, then I'm not going to give it to you. We'll give it to someone else. The debt-free quilter said she had to take 4 minions to the dentist this morning and she's mentally exhausted. I don't care whether you went to the amusement park, the dentist, a restaurant. If you have 4 children going anywhere, that's mentally exhausting. Terry wants to know what movie you saw. I don't think you guys saw a movie yet. You're going Friday, maybe?
No, we watched the movie together at home. We didn't go to. We want to see the new. I can't think of if it's a Minion, like the Minions, or if it's Despicable Me. But there's a new one. Me and him both like going to movies, so we're going to that tomorrow because I don't think it got into the theaters till today. But the other day we watched. Which movie did we watch? It was just something that we both wanted to watch on TV, but I don't specifically remember what it was now.
Well, I know you guys watched the new.
Today we watched. Yeah, today we watched the new Beverly. Me and him both love movies, so we watched the new Beverly Hills Cop that's on Netflix, and it was actually really good. I was worried because whenever they redo movies like that, sometimes it can still be good, and sometimes you're just like, well, that ruined the whole series. But they did a really good job, I thought, with it. But I think those movies are funny. I think Eddie Murphy's funny. So, So
I don't thank you, Donna. I have no idea what a super sticker is or how that even happens. Do you?
The what?
Donna did some sort of super sticker thing. I don't know what that is or what it means.
She sent us some money for my birthday. So thank you, Donna.
Yes, thank you. Sorry.
So I was trying to see what it is, but it was on the other part. Sorry, Donna. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you.
Rowena wants to know what the fabric line on the quilt behind you is.
It is a Ruby Star fabric line, and I think I showed it in the tutorial for that video. If it isn't on there, I still have the tag for it, and I can grab it and post it on that video. I will check and make sure, but I think I showed it on, I think it was Camila, something like that for sure, but it's Ruby Star fabric. Connie, I think I got an email from you, and you had asked about the tilted charms from Open Gate and if I have a tutorial. So the next one that we just got, the watermelon, I'm actually working on that tutorial today, and it'll be a formal video showing the steps. So I think that'll work better for you than how I did it last time with just it being on a live.
So Linda, I don't know, I just sent a comment in the chat, but Linda, if you win, you'll be fine because I know that you're here right now, so you're fine.
Luann, yes, it is Despicable Me 4 that we're going to see.
So I will answer this very briefly because I don't want to turn this into any sort of political discussion. I don't know if any of you followed the Karen Reed trial, but it was very interesting. What I will say is, as a former prosecutor and who I have sent people away to prison for very, very long amounts of time, and then obviously as an attorney, still not a prosecutor though, I don't understand how the state or the Commonwealth brought the case in the first place, because their own medical experts couldn't say that John O'Keefe had been hit by a vehicle. And when you're charging someone with 3 different crimes, all of which require his body to have been hit by a vehicle, and you don't have a medical expert who can testify that he was hit by a vehicle, you necessarily don't have any, you can't overcome reasonable doubt. I get it. Some people believe that she did it. But if you don't have a medical expert who can sit there and say he was hit by a vehicle, I don't know how you prosecute the case. Not only did the medical examiner not say that he was hit by a vehicle, she said that his injuries were not indicative of a vehicular impact. So the Commonwealth's own expert medical witness said that his injuries were not consistent with being hit by a car. So I don't understand how they even brought the charges. I get, like, there's been times where I know someone has done something, but we don't have evidence to prove it, so you just can't bring the case because you're wasting taxpayer money if you do. So I think the general consensus in the legal community is that the charges never should have been brought, regardless of whether or not she did it. There was never going to be enough evidence to prove, and obviously they couldn't convince 12 jurors that she killed him. So
I'm surprised that they had any jurors that thought she was guilty. I honestly think that she probably is in some way. I just don't think it's the way that the prosecutors think that she did it. It's hard for me to buy like a full-on like cover up and that something happened to him in there. Or it's very possible that he fell on that fire hydrant or something that's right there himself and injuries happened and something else happened that came along or whatever. But it definitely didn't happen the way they brought the case. I mean, because the medical examiner couldn't even say it. But sorry, you all, this has been consuming mine and his discussions for like weeks now. Yeah, but I just, that was a tough one. I couldn't believe it's a mistrial and they're going to do that all over again. I mean, they've already said they're going to bring the case again.
Yeah. Lindsay says she has a cat trying to walk all over what she's sewing. That is horrible. However, I will say, and this is not a cat or dog debate, because our dog, when my wife is laying out her quilts on the ground, sometimes like he'll come in and walk on them because he's a dog. But he's too big to jump up on her table where she's up. If you have a dog, he's probably not going to walk on it while you're trying to sew. He may walk on it as you're trying to lay it out, though.
Yeah, when I lay stuff out on the floor, that's what he wants to go inspect it right away. Because, I mean, he has two of my quilts, I think, that we let him use. Because, I mean, he's part of the family. So he thinks all quilts that are on the floor are now his. He likes them. But it was really funny the other day because he comes up here all the time when I'm up here. If I leave the door open, he'll come up and hang out. But he scared himself and then blamed me for it. Like you could tell by the look on his face, because I almost always have a quilt hanging up back here and they're just clipped up. But sometimes it's laying some on the floor and he likes to lay back here because this is about the only place in the house that has carpet where he's allowed to go. And so he laid back by it and it pulled the quilt down, or the clips flew off and the quilt came down on him. And when the clips flew off, it scared him, and he just ran around and then looked at me like, "What did you do to me?" I'm like, "I did nothing. I did nothing. You did that to yourself." He was so scared.
Becca, thank you very much. She gifted 5 memberships.
Oh, thank you, Becca. I didn't even sneak in while I was chatting away.
Yeah. Someone asked, trying to find it. Someone asked, and I apologize. Here we go. Judy did. How long was I a prosecutor? I think I was a prosecutor for about a year. The cases that I helped were the cases that I tried. It was just me and one other person that handled these cases, but they were all drug related. So we were in the major drug unit. So it was all cases that originated from the DEA, FBI, ATF, DHS. We had some cases from DHS. But they were all cases that involved like massive amounts of Schedule 1 or 2 drugs. So it's not the guy that gets picked up with some weed. It was the guy that has 2,000 pounds of weed in a truck and got pulled over for speeding. Or cocaine or heroin, but it was very large amounts that were a point at where you could get over the threshold for federal prosecution, because a lot of drug crimes are not prosecuted that meet the federal requirements because they're too little or whatever. So it was those crimes that arise out of major drug busts and any homicides that were related to drugs. So if there was a drug deal gone wrong and people died, those homicides, while typically would be handled by the homicide unit, we handled those because they were drug related. So.
But you were a prosecutor there when
that was in Michigan. It was not in Texas.
Yeah, but it was during the time when that big case in Grosse Pointe happened with that murder. And I was listening to a podcast about it. And after we had already moved here, it was like years later. And I was like, "Oh, did you know this happened in Grosse Pointe?" And you're like, "Yeah, I was working there when that was happening." I'm like, "What the inside knowledge on it?" But he's really good about keeping like, I could never do a job like that, because I would get home and I'd be like, "Babe, look what's going on." But he's really good about like when he's not supposed to talk about stuff when it's still happening, so that he doesn't cause a big problem like what happened in the Karen Reed case where he's telling everybody about what's going on. He like keeps his mouth zipped up. I was like, man, I could have, because he's not going to remember all the details now.
Round toy. I hope I pronounced it. Anyone in the world can enter. Look, selfishly, I hope no one in Australia wins, because it's going to cost like $70 to send it, but we will. So enter away, please. Don't. That's facetious. I don't mean it. Yeah, so it's
but
funny.
You should do another one when you get a chance, since it's been more than 5 minutes, because we like to chat apparently.
Yeah, so it's funny. Just very short snippet there. So I have worked on several like national newsworthy, in the news. Like hell, one of the cases I worked at, HBO came into our office to do a documentary on it. And I don't think it's been released yet.
It has, because I know that.
I can't remember. Yeah, I've handled I handled the largest case in U.S. history. It was like $4 billion involving, well, I don't want to really say what it is, but the point is, like, I've done a lot of stuff, but yeah, I don't typically talk about it just because, one, most of the stuff I do is boring to the average person. My wife is not average. She probably does take interest in everything, but it's one of those things where it's like you're doing this on a daily basis. Like when I come home or stop working, I just don't want to talk about it. So, which I know probably is frustrating for you sometimes when you want inside information. Right?
I'm like, tell me all the details, like the stuff that doesn't end up on TV because they weren't allowed to put it up there.
Okay, well, I'm just catching up to make sure there's nothing. Ooh, guess who Nancy said she was a juror in a murder case. I will say, like, so the one murder case I had was, again, it was a homicide that was resulting from a drug deal. It was like a 2-day trial. Like it was very easy, shut and close. The jurors didn't seem to have a problem with it. I assume that's because it was so black and white. It'd be interesting to know like how the jurors on the Karen Reed trial or any trial that lasts weeks on end feel about it.
Yeah, I think they must have told them that they're not allowed to talk. That's what it seems like, but
the judge in that case may have said that, like she can't legally tell them they can't because that's not constitutional, but yeah.
All right,
Okay.
let's give it one away.
All right, let me share my screen again.
Nancy, I think I would, part of me is like, I would like to be on a murder trial, like a juror. But then I think the hardest part for me would be having to see all the photos. Like we don't have to see them. You know, they keep that off being televised. So I think that would be so hard to see that kind of stuff.
Hold on a second. It's not letting me share for some reason, so give me a second. I've got to try this again. Of course, there would be technical difficulties.
Hey, Chris.
Okay, I don't know why it was doing that. Okay, so sorry, Carly, you didn't win again. That's just what it was from before.
It's frozen again.
It looks like it just must be your
internet connection here. So Thoughts of Joy, Kay, congratulations.
So let us know you're there, Thoughts of Joy, and we will get your information. Go. I'm going to send a message just to make sure she said. Okay.
And just remember, we're giving away 8, and it's just going to be one of the random bundles. So whatever gets put in your package is what gets sent. There are 5 fat quarters in each bundle.
You can make a lot of stuff with that.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, I tried to pair them together so that they're kind of coordinated. Tried my best to. I feel like most of them are pretty good.
Zaza said she had a teacher who was in a rape murder case, and you could tell that there was an effect afterward. I think for some cases, depending on like the murder trials I've been a part of, like there was no need for graphic photos because it was black and white. Those I think are a lot easier. If you're having to sit there and look at mauled bodies, or if you're having to deal with child issues or sexual assaults,
yeah,
those obviously are much different. Thoughts of Joy is here, so we're good.
She's in Michigan. Awesome. Love it there.
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to okay.
So just send us an email with all of your info, and we'll try to get them sent out as soon as possible. I won't be able to send them out tomorrow since it's a holiday, but I will try to get them sent out swiftly.
Okay.
Yes, Dale, we have so Becca and we have Kristen today. I think I saw Ian as well. Donna. I know I'm missing people. It's been a crazy week. It's always weird when we're all split up. Like since we homeschool, we work from home, we work on a business together. Like we're always all together.
Okay, let's do another drawing because we've only done 2 and we've got 8 to give away. So you're welcome. Thoughts of joy. Let's go here.
Ian, I would too. I wish I could pick the one I could serve on though. Like, I don't want it to be too graphic or anything.
Okay, here we go. And we'll go again and see what
And in another. Is it going to go straight through? It did. It didn't freeze. So congratulations, Alicia. And write down the name. And just send us an email and let us know what your info is so we can get it sent off to you.
Yep. I'll just have the text here. I'm going to put it in the chat. Oops.
So we have 3 so far that have won. I'll see if I can find a fat quarter pattern that I can send along with them. I don't think I have one designed for 5. If anyone has any suggestions, definitely put them in the chat. But I know I have a few fat quarter friendly patterns on my channel, but you would need a few more for most of them. But you could always make like zippered bags. I know both Chris from Sew the Distance and Becca on her channel, Sew Becca, she just put up a cute little coin purse. I bet you could make a few little coin purses like that. And then Chris has a really cute zippered bag video as well.
I haven't seen
Donna.
her yet, but she is in the chat. So she may just be grabbing something to drink or not paying attention, which happens sometimes. Amy said that Casey was on a grand jury for 3 months. That's incredible. And most of it was reassuring because criminals are dumb. That is absolutely true.
My sister served on a grand jury before.
Oh, she did? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was like a year or 2 ago. She really enjoyed it. I know she said that, but I don't remember like what it was about because she told me after and everything. But yeah. So Ian said he saw her say thank you, so we must have missed it.
Okay, well, I sent a message in the chat for her to email us, so I imagine.
Okay, yeah, I scrolled back and I see it now. So it's info@sovietquilts.com. And once we get your info, I will get stuff packaged up and hopefully ship it, drop it off Friday or Saturday since I can't tomorrow.
So Zaza, I guess, because you had asked the question. So typically the way the U.S. legal system works is a grand jury will convene for a case. Now, a grand jury could be for multiple cases depending on the jurisdiction, but typically one case could have 50 defendants. Like I was part of a case that had 70 defendants, I believe. And I was part of a case that had 40 plaintiffs. But if in a criminal case, if you got 70 defendants and each of them have 10 charges, you could have 700 charges or indictments. So it doesn't necessarily mean that there was 517 people or defendants. It could have been 5 and they each had 100. Probably not 100 because that's a lot of charges to have, but it's possible. Okay.
Hatchet.
Okay, I'm just going through this. The only thing I don't like about grand juries is the efficacy of the grand jury relies on the morals of the prosecutor, because there's only one side in a grand jury, right? There's no two sides arguing about the facts. So if you have a prosecutor who is not moral or is trying to get a win, then they're going to present the best possible side of the facts instead of giving you an unvarnished, true recitation. And I think that leads to overcharging in a lot of cases. So
Yeah, because there's no like defense info that's given there, right? Like it's all like the case as they're going to supposedly present it.
Yeah. So Catherine, under U.S. employment law, you cannot be fired for having jury duty. And now there's no guarantee that there's no requirement that your employer pay your full salary while you're on jury duty. Most employers do. If you're on a case that's 8 weeks long or 10 or 11 weeks long, like the Karen Reed case is, I could see some employers being like, look, I'm not going to carry you for 3 months because I have to pay someone else to do your job and pay you. But that's a flaw in the system. But yeah, so jurors get paid, but it's usually like, I don't know, between $10 and $100 a day. It's never worth it. You're not making money on jury duty.
Yeah, it depends on the area. Like some areas pay more and some pay less.
Yeah. So, okay, let's
make sure you put a hashtag in front of the giveaway. It will need the hashtag, I believe, to enter you.
Linda D said that she had to hand over jury pay. So if your employer pays you for jury duty and you always get paid by the court, then yeah, your employer can say, look, I paid you your full salary. You need to give me what you were paid because you don't get to get double paid. That makes sense. No, I mean, it's pretty silly, yeah, but it's totally legal.
Yeah, so if you had to use it for parking, then I mean, that's crazy. Yeah, I think our system could be improved greatly, but
Yeah, so Danelle said that her son lives in Clinton Township and received a jury duty for federal court. He should go. Federal cases are so fun. But yeah, federal courts draw from a much larger geographic area than state courts do. State courts are limited either to the city or county. Federal, people in, I don't know, I know the federal court in Detroit goes up, goes up to Pontiac. I don't know if it goes to Lansing, but I think it may. Danelle says, what type of case could it be, and is there any way safety can park? It could be anything. It's a federal case, so it's not going to be a parking ticket, right? It's going to be a federal felony. And as far as where he can park, the federal courthouse has parking there, but there's a bunch of places, lots and such that he can park down there. And on his jury summons, it should have the identification of where you can do free parking. So, okay, let me do another one. So this is number 4.
Right? Yes, 4. Number 4. And we're giving away a total of 8 bundles of 5-pack quarters. And thank you, everyone, for the happy birthdays. I really appreciate it.
Okay.
Let's see who's winning number 4. Arlie, I don't know. Is that how you would pronounce it, babe?
That's how I think it's pronounced, but
I'm really bad at pronouncing stuff, so I apologize. So there's a bit of a delay, so we'll see if she comes up in the chat. So number 4 so far. And then again, if you were I see Arlie.
Yep. Here,
So yeah. So send us an email at info@sobeitquilts to let us know your info. And if your name is different than it is on YouTube, be sure to let us know your YouTube name as well.
Yep.
So halfway through them.
Well, Ian, I will say this, maybe you did and I missed it, but I am surprised you've been in the chat this long and have not commented on the fact that I have a big D on my head.
Oh no.
I had to.
I was wondering, did you buy that hat there, or is it one that you've had?
No, I bought it here. I realized that I didn't bring a hat with me, and
Okay. I was like, I don't recognize it.
no, I didn't bring like the brush that I typically use. So I'm like, I'll just get a hat. And so I was hoping to get a Lions hat because I don't have a Lions hat. But they only had this one. So that's what I got. Patricia, yes, entering on Facebook counts. If you watch when we do the drawing, you can see the Facebook icon for some people that have already entered. So if you've entered on Facebook, you are good to go. Well, welcome, Sunita. Thank you for watching, and we're happy to have you live today. Oh yes, my hat is not cone shaped, and my D is the D is not cone shaped either.
I want to move back to Michigan so badly, but you're going to be there soon again. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'll be in Michigan in a couple of weeks for another soccer thing for our daughter. So, Elaine,
not in the area we lived though, but close.
I want to know how old you are or how young you
are. So I turned 40 yesterday. So still young, but maybe old to my kids.
Naomi is asked, did you have a special birthday meal? So I'm not home right now. So right before I left, we went out to our favorite restaurant. And when I come back, we will probably do the same thing.
Yeah. He took me out for dinner before he left. And then me and my son, because it's just us two here, we went out to lunch on my birthday day and then hung out together, watched movies, because that's what me and him are both huge movie lovers. We will watch literally any movie as long as it's a movie. We will watch it. That would be fun, Donnell. Yes, over 25 is old.
That is absolutely correct.
It was funny though. I think we said it. We were talked about it on the last live though. I had mentioned that I'm turning 40, and our daughter was like, "I thought you were turning like 38 or something." I don't remember what age she said. So I was like, "Well, that's kind." I would have thought you thought I was older.
And yet she thought my wife was like, in her, mid to late 30s, and she still calls us old all the time. So
yeah. But I guess I chose to think of it in a nice way that she thinks I'm still younger, or I could just think of it as she doesn't pay attention to me enough to know my age, but I just choose to look at it on a brighter note.
A lot of Michiganders in here. Tina said she's originally from Michigan, Roxanne, but now she's no longer in Michigan, Roxanne. I assume Tina isn't either, since she said she's originally from there. Yeah, I mean, if I could, in a perfect world, I'd want to be near Ann Arbor. One, because I went to Michigan and I like Michigan sport. But it's a fun town. There's a lot of cool stuff to do there. I love the Carytown Market, and it's nice to be close to everything. But anywhere that like Saline would be great. We love Dexter. It's probably one of our favorite towns. So anywhere in that general area.
Yeah.
Okay. Joyce is also, she lived in Michigan when she was a kid. There's everybody. Thoughts of joy, go blue. Yes, I agree.
So our kids are, our son is 15 and our daughter's 16.
That is correct. Am I gone? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
My video like cut out on my end. I don't know if it's okay, so let's do sorry. Okay. We will do another, so we're on number 5, babe. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me get
Oh, we like the Celine area too. Nice.
Yes, I love Celine. Did someone say something about Celine?
Yeah. She said that she was born and raised in Celine. It is, where is it? Denise.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Okay, let's do another one. And let's see who it's going to be. Go ahead, I saw Kristen there. I didn't see her in the chat.
Sheila Parsons, congratulations.
Let's see, Sheila.
And so we have 3 more to go. And I'll just be shipping a random one again. Even though you see me moving some to the side, it won't be the specific one that you won. They're going to be sent at random.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm trying to scroll to see. Let's see. Oh, Diane Holden said that her dad was a correctional officer for many years. He never talked about it except when someone escaped. That would be like notable to talk about. I was asking, did people escape often? That's kind of scary to think about.
I hope not. Although I know a couple weeks ago there was somebody who escaped from Harris County prison or Harris County jail. It's not a prison. There was a whole bunch of stuff on the news.
Yeah, I think it happens every once in a while, but I don't think it's probably regular. Or they don't get far enough where it makes big news or something.
Tamara says she thinks she's relatively close because her family purchased a house in Katy. It depends on where in Katy. Katy is a huge city. Like we can get to the western edge of Katy in about 20, 25 minutes. But it would take us about an hour to get to the eastern edge of Katy. So
yeah, Katy's really huge.
It's 40 minutes to drive across Katy. So it just depends on where in Katy they are.
It's still like per Houston, still close though, because everything, like you can say you live in Houston, but it could be 2 hours.
Yeah.
Just anywhere you want to get to takes a while here.
Yep. I'm trying to see.
I forgot to keep scrolling.
I'm still looking now. I have not seen Sheila say anything yet.
There's such a delay though.
That's true. So what Debbie says, she's watching at the beach and people are curious what they're listening to. Tell them to come on, Debbie. Just tell them to sit next to you. And well, don't do that. I don't like people, so you probably, I don't want to force that on you. The beach. I don't like the beach, but I know a lot of people do like the beach. My wife loves the beach. My daughter loves the beach.
You like the sound of the beach. You like
I
the
love
idea of the beach.
I like the idea. I think that's right.
You just don't want to be down, like, sitting in the sand.
Yeah, Janelle's like so saying you live in Detroit. Yes, Detroit is also very large. Detroit, though, would be like I don't know the actual land characteristics, but I would guess that Houston is 4 to 5 times larger than Detroit in land. Like it's just so huge. I'm a
It's
huge
also like interesting too. I feel like here more so than other places that I've lived, you know, if it's somebody outside of this area and they ask where I live, I'm like, pretty much Houston. But we don't really live anywhere near Houston. It's just easier to explain it that way because Texas is so big. So
yeah. So I haven't seen Sheila yet. So what we'll do is we'll do the other 3, and if by the time we're finished with those 3, Sheila has not responded, we'll just do it again.
okay. I've been putting check marks next to the ones that have like said that they're here. So
okay. Let's do another one. So this is number 6, and we'll redo. Yes, go Red Wings, Elaine.
I miss going and watching them.
Yeah, me too. Okay, let's see who we got.
It's so fun seeing all the names go across. So Darren Gagnon.
Yeah, there was a guy that was in my platoon. Oddly enough, his name was Derek, and that was his last name, and he pronounced it Gagnon. So that's what I think is appropriate. So we'll go Darren Gagnon and see if he is around. A lot of people don't like the sand, so they're on my side. Team no sand.
I don't mind the sand at all. Like, I don't know.
Darren is here. He just chimed in. So
awesome. All right, so we got that one. And then we have 2 more to go, possibly 3. I'm still looking for Sheila, and let us know. You guys are also good about letting us know if you see the name come up and we miss it, because the chat just goes by so fast. So we appreciate it.
Mike says he's totally team sand. Of course you are, Mike, but you like blue cheese. So what does that tell you? Sand is bad.
I told you he said he was going to send you a lifetime supply of blue cheese, right? Because I hit the the 40,000 to celebrate.
That's Julia. That's funny.
Oh my goodness. A deer with her.
Yeah. Oh, so Tamara is in Firethorn. So yeah, we know exactly where Firethorn is. That's probably like 25 minutes from where we are.
Yeah, that's really close.
Yeah, for Texas, 25 minutes is close. Like anywhere else, it's probably not. But
well, we're always really near over there because we go to the HEB. Well, I probably shouldn't be like where we go shop and everything on. Please no murder in here.
Mike says he eats blue cheese while sitting in the sand. Well, that's good, Mike. That means I'll never have to run into you eating blue cheese because you will not find me on the sand. Susan wants to know, have we seen any pictures or videos of the new old train station in Detroit renovated by Ford? No, so they started that project before we left, but I've never seen it. I should look some up.
Yeah, we're going to have to look that up.
Well, I'm going to fly into Detroit in a couple of weeks, so I will check it out while I'm there just because I want to.
Good.
So
and then take
Cindy, I can't see who has entered, but feel free to enter again. If you enter too many times or if you enter multiple times, it's only going to take one of them. So if you're not sure if you've entered, go ahead and do it. It's not going to give you an advantage. So feel free. Trying to see if there's anything in here.
Oh, Lindsay, I'm glad that you are loving the Slidelock.
Okay, I still haven't seen Sheila, but that's okay. Let's do number 7. Is that right?
Yep, we're on number 7.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. All right, let's see. Shelly, so I just literally, I think Shelly just entered like 4 seconds ago. I'm not even joking.
I think so.
Yeah, you did. So Shelly, I know you're here because you just entered. So yeah, Shelly says lucky number 7. Shelly, you won. So just, I know you're in the chat. Just let us know you are.
She did. I just saw it come up.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Okay. So let me tell her where to. And thank you, Ian. Ian just sent me something on the train station.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He is quick.
Okay. Okay, so we have at least one more to go, probably 2, because I have not seen Sheila say anything yet.
No, I tried to scroll back, but I know our chat would have our back and they would let us know if they saw it pop up too. So she may have just had to step away, but
Lynn said she was carried away on the long arm. That's okay, Lynn. We understand. I didn't think I would enjoy the long arm as much as I do. It's one of those things where you start doing it and you could literally get lost. Me more so just because I try to be a perfectionist, and so like I'm trying to go slow and make sure I get everything right. But it is really fun. The one saving grace for me is I'm lazy and I'm much taller than my wife, so the machine is set up for her, and our stand is adjustable. But like I'm not going to spend the 5 minutes raising it 7 or 8 inches so that I can use it. So I can only go for 10 or 15 minutes at a time before it starts to get really annoying from a comfort standpoint. But you've gone on it for, I feel like, hours on end.
yeah, the other day, because usually in the evenings we watch a movie together before we go to bed. And I don't know, watching a movie by yourself just sometimes isn't the same. So I usually have it on as background noise, but then I've been like sewing and trying to finish up some of my quilt tops since he's been away.
We thoughts of joy. We have I don't know, Amy. You're gonna know.
I think it's a Genoa Quilt Maker 20, something like that.
Yeah, it's the Genoa Quilt Maker Pro 20, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
That's smart, Judy. She said I should get a rolling stool and try that. Yeah, I used to have one for the garage. I don't know if I still do, but that would work. That would work.
Yeah, especially if you have an adjustable one where you could adjust it like so you're lined up nice. That'd be awesome if you help me finish up some of those tops. I need to send some to so yeah, because they're trying to get a bunch to send to Alaska for people in need of warmth. So I have so many. I think that would be a nice thing to do with them.
So Amy, I don't know if she'll be entering any in the Austin show because I'm not sure if we're going to be in town that weekend because there's another soccer thing that we may have to do. And then no, I feel really bad for Mike, who is the owner of Austin Quilting. He's got the Pro Stitcher for us, and we just haven't gone and picked it up. So I need to email him and tell him that we will do that soon.
So Terry, I am not confident enough with mine to sell them yet. I just recently got it, and I would feel horrible if I messed up somebody's quilt because I know how much energy and time and money goes into them. So until I get really confident, I don't think I'll do that. But hopefully at some point I can, because I think it would be nice.
I will
It'd be
say
fun.
this. I think your freehand work is exponentially better than when you started, and I think it's really good. But
Yeah, it's definitely improving.
once we pick up the Pro Stitcher, then I think it'll be a lot easier to do other people's because it's the machine is a lot more accurate than you or I probably are. So
Yeah, I just need to learn because I know there's going to be a lot I need to learn on it to make sure everything's lined up good. So, so at some point, hopefully.
okay, so we're technically on number 8 right now, correct?
Right. Yes.
Okay, so we'll do number 8 right now, and if Sheila has not responded by the time number 8 is over, then we'll do number 5 again because I think she was number 5.
Yes.
Okay, let me get this ready. Okay. Oh, sorry. It was waiting for me to hit go. So there we go. But I see names of everyone we know. Who's it going to be? Sherry Cook.
There's a lot of S names that one today.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Sherry. So went through all of them. So we're looking for Sheila Parsons and Sherry Cook. And so Kiyomi says she loves her Pro Stitcher. Having a long arm has been so fun. Yeah, we need to get time to go up there. Then we can see Amy and pick up the Pro Stitcher. We just need to get time to go get it. And it'll be fun to learn that as well. I do think it was a little frustrating that the mix-up happened with the Pro Stitcher that we got when we picked everything up because it is a ways away from us. But I also think it has been really nice that happened in a sense because it's kind of forced me to use it and learn and get comfortable doing the sewing myself as well. So
Sherry responded, so we're good there.
awesome.
Okay, so
we'll redo number 5. That was Sheila Parsons. If for some reason she ends up emailing us later, if she catches up, if she had to pause it, I'll just put together another little bundle and send it because I'd feel really bad. Because sometimes things come up and but we also want to make sure we have somebody who won all of them as well.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm trying to look something up real quick, and then we'll do the last one. I'm just trying to find something.
So I really appreciate you all being here and hanging out with us. It was a lot of fun, a fun way to kind of celebrate my birthday, giving away 40 fat quarters. So let me know in the chat how you usually celebrate your birthday. Do you kind of do the same thing? Like we always celebrate our birthdays and our kids' birthdays by going out to wherever the birthday person wants to go out to dinner. With the kids, they obviously get gifts and stuff too. But for me and my husband, we like to just usually go out to dinner. And
yeah, we go all out with the kids, but just for us, it's just us. So Terry says Sherry Cook. Yes, Sherry Cook responded. Sheila did not, though. So, okay, so we're good. Real quick, since we're all here, Ian just recently reached 15,000 subscribers, and he himself is doing a giveaway. That is, I think, and Ian, if you're in here, you can correct me, but it looks like it's sponsored by Threaded Lines, which has provided a $100 gift card to their online store. And Cotton Cuts has provided one small Wild West puzzle mystery quilt kit.
That's awesome.
Beth from, I think it's Goody Goods, is providing one Frosty Fun Quilt kit. So if you want to enter that, his giveaway, I'm going to put it in the chat. And you guys can head over there to, oh man, it won't let me post it. Oh, that's because, hold on. That's too long. So give me a second. I've just got to, Ian, if you're in here, you can feel free to post it. If for some reason the URL gave me the long form and it did not give me
too long for the, I don't know. I think we'd have to make him an admin for him to post a link. But is it on his channel? Is
Yes.
that where it is? So just be sure to go over to his channel. I'll try to put one in the comments after the live, and I'll share it to my community board as well, so you can all find that, because that is awesome. But I have to say, my sister got in the chat, and so I want to say hi to my sister Jennifer.
I did not see her, but that's good. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I think I got it. Yep, it should be good now.
You were able to get it?
Yeah, I clicked on the link and did it that way. So yes, if you want to enter the giveaway, that putting giveaway on our channel will not enter you his. You've got to click on the link, and you should subscribe to his channel if you're not already. But okay, we will do the final giveaway right now, and we're good to go. Okay, so let me get that ready. Final one. So get your, if you haven't already entered, type in hashtag giveaway. Go ahead and do that. Do it in a minute here, just in case anyone has not already done that. Kathy says they do dinner on whatever day she picks, and her birthday is January 2nd. So that makes sense. I feel badly for people who have birthdays that are on like major holidays, because I feel a lot of times the restaurants that you might want to go to aren't going to be open on those days. None of us, well, you're July 2nd, so you're sort of, depending on what day your birthday falls on, sometimes restaurants may not be open for the July 4th.
Yeah. I'm so close to so close to that holiday that it can get kind of funny.
Okay, I'm going to do the final giveaway right now. Let's see who wins. Luis Alessi.
All right, let me write that one down.
Let's see.
Congratulations.
Let me, you know what's going to end up happening is like we're going to do this 8 times because
Carla, his eyes are normally very, very blue. I think the light here compared to where he is there is like the light here kind of doesn't allow it to show as much.
Yeah, I wooed my wife with my blue eyes and long lashes. So this is probably just more a real look of what my eyes look like. But my eyes are quite blue. Just want to see.
That's like one thing our daughter is very happy about. Like she did not end up with my sad eyelashes. She ended up with his very long eyelashes. And everybody always asks her where she gets her lashes done. And she's like, they're mine. But the only thing that bothers both of them is if they wear sunglasses, like their eyelashes are so long, they hit the lens.
Yeah, I can't keep a pair of sunglasses clean because my eyelashes rub up against them and it's really annoying. And it's never fun because I will have women come up to me and be like, "Oh my God, your eyelashes are so great. I wish I had them." And I was like, "Great, I don't want to talk to you." I don't. That's a weird thing to say to someone. So I'd be fine if someone was like, "Hey, you have really pretty eyes," but the eyelashes is just a weird one for me. So, Ian. Oh, okay, good. Luis says here. Woohoo!
Awesome.
Okay, so for anyone that who has not emailed yet, that is the email address on the screen. Feel free to, well, not feel free, you must email us so that we can send you the stuff because we do. Oh, so Ian has long eyelashes too. Okay, so he understands the struggle. Yeah, so good. So I'm not the only one. It's just I feel like I am because Dale said a figurative. No, my eyes are this blue. I guess just the lighting here is what it is.
Yeah, they're really, really blue. So is Hunter's. Hunter's are pretty blue as well. I think yours are a little like brighter than his, but his are really blue too.
Yeah. She says you have really gorgeous nose hairs. I hope you mean my mustache. I try to trim my nose hairs just to make sure that they're not out of control. Yeah, and I don't wear corrective lenses, so they're definitely not fake blue or anything like that.
Yeah, the boys in our household have very good eyes, and me and my poor daughter have awful eyes. We can't see anything.
Yeah, it really is sad. Especially because you won't ever wear your glasses. You should be wearing them all the time. Like there's never a point you should not be wearing glasses.
Yeah, I really just need to go to the eye doctor again because they don't really do much.
No. We'll do that when I get back. Not on Monday though, because I have an appellate hearing, but we can do it on Tuesday. Okay, well, everyone, thank you so much for joining us for my wife's 40th birthday. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Congratulations to all 8 of the winners. I'm not going to do anything because I'm not there. My wife will try to get those sent out ASAP. So it probably won't go out until Friday or Saturday because nothing can ship tomorrow. But
yeah. Hopefully tomorrow I can at least get them packed up and everything if we got everyone's addresses. But yeah, they'll be going out a little later since it's America's birthday as well.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, great. Thank you, everyone. Have a safe 4th of July. Try not to, lose any fingers or hands or whatever people do. And
yeah, just go to one of the professionally put on fireworks shows. Let them take care of it.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful evening.
Bye.